understood the vastness of Siberia before science revealed how life endures under devastating cold. A kingdom already existed where only the most powerful predators could rule. In wild Siberia, among taiga forests, snow-capped mountains and frozen rivers, tigers, wolves, lynx and other great hunters face hunger and winter in a relentless struggle for food and territory. Welcome to wild Siberia, the great predators that rule the Ice Kingdom. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel to have more motivation to produce more quality content. Don't forget to comment your thoughts on the video below and let us know where you are watching from so we can discuss together. Let's begin. When the snow begins to melt and the taiga slowly returns to life, a giant wakes up after months of deep sleep. The great Siberian brown bear opens its eyes, ready to reclaim its territory once again. Its territory extends from the Ural Mountains to the shores of the Pacific, crossing forests, mountain valleys, and frozen riverbanks. Few predators dominate such a vast and hostile space as it does. It can weigh between 200 and 400 kilograms, with a body covered in a dense coat that varies from light brown to almost jet black. This protective layer helps it endure the cold down to minus 30 degrees Celsius. On its shoulders rises a hump of pure muscle, a perfect tool for digging and excavating in search of roots and dens. Claws up to 10 centimeters long complete this body designed for brute strength. Its vision is only average, but its sense of smell is a masterpiece of nature, capable of detecting food from a distance of several kilometers. Even a tracker dog could hardly match the sensitivity of its nose. Its diet is surprisingly flexible. Fish, animal carcasses, small mammals, berries and roots are all on its daily menu. This adaptability allows it to survive where other predators would fail. Beside a river filled with salmon swimming upstream, the bear waits with a calculated patience. At the right moment, a swift paw strikes the water and secures the fish in its claws. In a few seconds, the feast is secured, and the energy needed for the long winter begins to accumulate. Its strength is so massive that it can flip rocks weighing over 200 kilograms in search of insects, and its bite exceeds 800 newtons of pressure. Very few animals in the boreal forest can match such power. Despite its size, it can run at speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour in short distances, easily surpassing any human. This combination of strength and speed makes it an adversary almost impossible to escape from. When it senses a threat, it stands on its hind legs, showing its full height to intimidate any rival. A deep roar echoes through the trees, warning that this territory has only one owner. However, its greatest challenge does not come from other predators, but from the harsh winter itself. It must accumulate massive fat reserves before the cold arrives, or it will not survive the long hibernation. It is a solitary hunter that wanders through forests, riverbanks and mountain valleys without companions, except for the temporary bonds between a mother and her cubs. This solitude is also its strength, as it does not need to share its territory or food source with anyone else. When autumn draws to a close, it retreats to a temporary den among rocks or roots, where its metabolism slows down significantly for months. Its entire body enters a state of extreme energy conservation to survive the winter scarcity. As a keystone species of the boreal ecosystem, its presence regulates the populations of other animals and disperses seeds throughout vast territories. Without this solitary giant, the balance of the entire vast Siberian taiga simply could not be sustained. While the brown bear disappears among the trees with its prey, another type of hunter emerges over the endless snowfields. It does not act alone, but as part of a collective force that few animals can match. It is the Siberian grey wolf, Canis lupus, known as the strategist of the pack. Its true power does not lie in the individual, but in the unshakable unity of its group. Its territory extends across the vast taiga and tundra of Siberia, covering thousands of square kilometers of frozen forests. From Russia to Mongolia, its presence marks the balance of these cold ecosystems. A pack can travel more than 20 kilometers in a single night in search of food. This mobility allows it to dominate territories that no solitary hunter could ever control. Its body measures between 105 and 160 centimeters long, with a weight ranging between 36 and 50 kilograms in adult males. Its thick grey coat blends perfectly with the snow and dry winter vegetation. This double layer of fur not only provides camouflage, but also protects it from temperatures that can drop to minus 40 degrees Celsius. It is a perfect adaptation for surviving in one of the most hostile climates on the planet. Its sense of smell can detect a prey's trail from over 2 kilometers away, even under layers of snow. Its ears catch sounds from several kilometers in the absolute silence of the tundra. Its wide paws act as natural snowshoes, distributing body weight to move without sinking into deep snow. This feature grants it a mobility advantage that few predators in the region possess. Unlike other large predators, the Siberian grey wolf never hunts alone when targeting large prey. It lives in packs of 5 to 12 individuals, bound by a clear hierarchy and absolute loyalty. This social structure allows it to face prey much larger than a single wolf could ever challenge. The strength of the pack compensates for what each individual lacks in size and power. The hunt begins with silent tracking, following the scent and tracks left in the snow for hours. The pack spreads out in formation, slowly surrounding its target without being detected. When the prey tries to escape, the wolves coordinate a relay chase, taking turns to maintain speed without exhausting themselves. This collective endurance gradually wears down the strength of the pursued animal. Finally, the pack acts together to immobilize the prey, taking advantage of every angle of attack until completely subduing it. It is a perfectly synchronized teamwork that decides the final outcome of the hunt. At the end of the hunt, the entire pack shares the food according to an order established by the group's hierarchy. The grey wolf's bite generates a pressure near 1,300 newtons, a figure that, combined with teamwork, matches the power of much larger predators. Its running speed can exceed 50 kilometers per hour in short distances. No other species in the Siberian taiga can match its endurance, capable of traveling more than 60 kilometers in a single day of hunting. It is this combination of collective strength and endurance that makes it a feared hunter in its territory. However, this strength has a clear limit. Without the perfect coordination of the pack, a lone wolf can hardly subdue large prey, and the species completely avoids entering the territory of the Siberian taiga. To communicate over long distances, the grey wolf uses the howl, a sound that can be heard more than 10 kilometers away in the stillness of the tundra. This call serves to gather the pack and warn other groups about the boundaries of its territory. When facing a threat, the pack bunches up and adopts a unified defensive posture, showing teeth and bristling fur to appear larger and more intimidating. This display of unity is usually enough to deter most intruders. As a keystone species in its ecosystem, the Siberian grey wolf regulates herbivore populations and maintains the natural balance of the taiga. Its presence reminds us that, in nature, true strength is sometimes born from unity, not from solitude. But the pursuits of the wolf pack could not exist if this frozen land lacked the resilient herds of herbivores that cross the tundra without rest. The reindeer is the silent foundation that maintains the entire balance of the Arctic. With the scientific name Rangifer tarandus, the reindeer dominates the frozen plains of Scandinavia, Russia, Alaska, and Canada. Their presence extends for thousands of kilometers over tundra, boreal forest, and northern valleys. An adult male can reach up to 180 kilograms, while females usually weigh between 60 and 120 kilograms. Despite this considerable weight, the reindeer moves with surprising agility over deep snow. Their wide hooves expand like snowshoes, distributing body weight to avoid sinking into the frozen ground. These same hooves become excavation tools when the reindeer searches for lichen under the snow. Their coat is composed of hollow hairs that trap air inside, acting as an insulating layer against temperatures that can drop below -40 degrees Celsius. This structure also helps them stay afloat when crossing frozen rivers. Unlike most deer species, both male and female reindeer grow antlers every year. These antlers can be used to compete for territory or to defend against predators lurking nearby. Reindeer are known for leading the longest terrestrial migration recorded among mammals, traveling up to 5,000 kilometers a year. This journey connects summer breeding grounds with winter shelters further south. During these journeys, reindeer can reach speeds near 60 kilometers per hour when needing to escape an imminent danger. This endurance allows them to keep pace with the herd even on uneven terrain. Under the faint, bluish light of the Arctic dawn, a massive reindeer herd advances slowly over an endless snowfield. The sound of thousands of hooves hitting the frozen ground echoes through the silence of the tundra. Amidst the freezing fog, dark silhouettes move cautiously in the distance, silently following every step of the reindeer herd without being detected. It is the wolf pack, patiently watching for the right opportunity. Younger reindeer and individuals weakened by the long journey tend to lag behind at the edges of the herd. This position makes them the primary target of the predators lurking nearby. An experienced wolf detects the irregular stride of a weakened reindeer and begins to approach with slow and calculated movements. The entire pack adjusts its formation to surround the reindeer herd without generating an early alarm. The herd's survival instinct is immediately activated, and thousands of reindeer begin to move in a more compact direction. This collective behavior aims to protect the weakest individuals in the center of the group. However, the weakened individual cannot maintain the pace and is gradually separated from the rest of the herd. The wolves take advantage of this growing distance to tighten the circle with precision. Finally, the weakened reindeer is caught, and the pack completes the outcome of the long pursuit. This ending, though harsh, plays an essential role in maintaining the natural balance of the region. The rest of the herd continues its journey without stopping, guided by an instinct that prioritizes the survival of the group over that of the individual. This ability to keep moving forward is what shapes the characteristic endurance of the species. Thanks to this strategy of coexistence between predator and prey, the Arctic ecosystem maintains a delicate but sustainable balance across generations. The reindeer, though vulnerable, still becomes an essential pillar in this natural chain. The role of the reindeer as a keystone species does not stop at being prey, because their constant grazing also helps shape the tundra's vegetation layer. By eating lichen and other plants, reindeer regulate plant growth in an extremely fragile ecosystem. And so, between the endless snow and the distant echo of howls, the reindeer continues its ancient journey. Its persistent presence on the tundra reminds us that the true strength of the Arctic lies in collective endurance, not in the strength of any individual. At the edge of the taiga forest, where snow covers every corner, the silhouette of the world's largest cat emerges. The Siberian taiga dominates this frozen territory with a presence that commands absolute respect. Its scientific name is Panthera tigris altaica, and it lives primarily in the Far East region of Russia, in the Sikhote-Alin Mountains. Small populations also survive in northeastern China and the border area with North Korea. An adult male can reach over 3 meters in length, including the tail, and weigh up to 300 kilograms. This size officially makes it the largest and heaviest cat on the planet. Its coat is longer, paler, and denser than that of other taiga subspecies, along with a subcutaneous fat layer that can exceed 5 centimeters. This adaptation helps it withstand temperatures down to minus 30 degrees Celsius. Its eyes possess a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which multiplies the available light and provides night vision far superior to humans. Thanks to this, it can detect the slightest movements, even in the faint light of dawn and dusk. Its hearing catches frequencies that humans could never perceive, while its sense of smell allows it to track prey from a distance of several kilometers. The combination of these senses makes it a silent scout in its own territory. Unlike many other big cats, the Siberian taiga lives completely alone. Each individual patrols and guards its own territory without sharing, except during the mating season. Due to the scarcity of prey in the taiga forest, a male may need a territory of up to 1,000 square kilometers to survive. This need for space forces it to travel long distances each night in search of food. During the harsh winter, energy consumption spikes, and each unsuccessful hunting attempt means a significant loss of vital resources. For this reason, the Siberian taiga must calculate every movement with extreme precision. Its front limbs are equipped with retractable claws and superior muscle, allowing it to bring down prey many times its size, such as moose or wild boar. A single precise strike is enough to restrain an animal weighing hundreds of kilograms. Its bite force is among the strongest in the animal kingdom, estimated to create a force of over 1,000 newtons. This capability turns the Siberian taiga into a predator with almost no rivals within its ecosystem. Despite possessing a massive size, it can still move in absolute silence thanks to the pads under its paws. This discretion helps it approach prey without being detected until the very last moment. To mark its territory, the Siberian taiga uses scratches on tree trunks, urine, and a deep roar that can be heard from a distance of more than 3 kilometers. This sound warns other males that the area already has an owner. Contrary to popular belief, the Siberian taiga always avoids direct confrontation if possible, preferring deterrence over action. Its roar and body posture are usually enough to make any rival back down. As a top predator, the Siberian taiga regulates the population of herbivores and keeps the entire taiga forest in balance. Protecting this silent giant means protecting the health of an entire ecosystem. However, not every hunt in the taiga is decided by physical strength, because under the low branches there is an even more sophisticated strategist waiting. The Eurasian lynx, scientific name lynx, is the absolute lord of stealth in the vast boreal forests. This solitary inhabitant patrols through dense coniferous labyrinths, establishing a dominion based on discretion and absolute mystery. Its biological advantage lies in its massive legs, acting as natural snowshoes to navigate over the white blanket. These legs distribute its 30-kilogram weight evenly, allowing it to glide over the frozen surface without sinking at all. Its ears are adorned with black hair tufts, acting as acoustic antennas to pick up the heartbeat of life from a distance. It possesses high-resolution hearing, capable of identifying the slight rustle of a small ungulate at a distance of 60 meters amidst dense thickets. Its mottled coat is a masterpiece of forest camouflage, blending with the patterns of light and shadow of the deep plant layer. As a master of ambush, the lynx uses extreme patience to wait for the exact moment when the target's vigilance decreases. When identifying its biological energy source, it launches an explosive burst of acceleration that neutralizes the distance in just a few seconds of tactical effort. It can perform extraordinary jumps of 4 meters in length, using its powerful musculature to ensure the control of the prey with an invincible elegance. Its retractable claws provide a high-precision grip, ensuring the exchange of natural resources is completed with amazing biological efficiency. However, its biological longevity is closely linked to the prosperity of local populations of mountain hares and small mountain deer. This food source dependence makes it vulnerable to cycles of scarcity, forcing it to have constant strategic flexibility to maintain its elite lineage. The Eurasian lynx is the guardian of the taiga, a gem of evolution that is preserving the dynamic balance of the deep boreal ecosystem. Even when the biological activity ends, the obtained resource is not secured, for a tireless inhabitant follows the essence of other success. The wolverine, scientific name gulo, is the sovereign of tenacity and the most respected bandit in the deep taiga. It possesses a jaw with massive strength, capable of processing bone materials and frozen tissues with an unmatched power. Its biological advantage lies in a legendary aerobic endurance, allowing it to cover up to 40 kilometers in a single freezing winter day. This solitary strategist displays a courage that defies its physical stature, facing opponents twice its size. Its thick and oily fur is a hydrophobic shield that protects it from frost while patrolling through snow canyons. When identifying a nutrient sanctuary occupied by others, the wolverine uses its imposing presence to claim its share of vital energy. Its grip strength and powerful claws give it superior flexibility to protect its biological interests on any mineral terrain. However, its mass of barely 15 kilograms represents a strategic challenge, limiting the ability to initiate encounters with large ungulates. It prefers the role of a manager of biological remains, ensuring no natural resource is wasted in the material cycle. It is an inhabitant with an unshakable will, establishing vast territorial boundaries through chemical signals with a wide acoustic influence range. The wolverine is the eternal warrior of the snow, a masterpiece of resilience ensuring the dynamic balance for the deep north. On the vast open tundra, where the absence of high vegetation makes hiding impossible, a giant appears that has chosen to face things directly instead of fleeing. The muskox, known scientifically as Ovibos mosquetus, is a living remnant of the Ice Age guarding the planet's most frozen horizons. This sovereign of the cold region possesses a massive and robust body structure, designed to display an unshakable physical authority before any opponent. Its coat is a masterpiece of the engineering of thermal protection, consisting of a long outer layer of hair that hangs down to touch the mineral ground. Under this outer coat hides Cheviot, an inner wool layer 8 times warmer than sheep's wool, ensuring its biological stability at minus 40 degrees Celsius. The true power of this inhabitant lies in its armored forehead, protected by a massive bone shield called the boss. Their horns, curved and sharp at the tips, act as ultimate defense tools, capable of neutralizing the intent of the great northern strategists. Unlike the fast runners of the plains, the muskox bases its survival on a tactic of unity and collective resistance that is unparalleled. When detecting the approach of an unfriendly presence, the herd immediately organizes an impregnable circular formation. The strongest adults stand at the outer perimeter, forming a wall of ivory and muscle facing directly toward the danger. At the center of this biological fortress, the youngest calves are sheltered, ensuring the integrity of the clan's future generation. An adult male can reach a massive weight of 400 kilograms, a biological mass that creates an imposing inertia in every defensive movement. During territorial encounters, two giants can headbutt each other with 5,000 newtons of impact force, shaking even the frozen ground. However, the evolutionary design for static defense represents a strategic challenge if the formation is broken under multi-dimensional pressure. They possess limited speed over long distances, which makes escape difficult once the group order is disrupted by observers. Young members, due to lacking the biological mass of adults, depend entirely on group discipline, not to be isolated. The muskox uses chemical signals produced from its glands to mark paths on the tundra, establishing a social order based on scent. Their deep roars echo for kilometers, announcing the location and vigor of the clan through the thick and cold air. As a keystone species, their grazing work regulates the growth of Arctic vegetation, maintaining the dynamic balance of this mineral sanctuary. The muskox is the ancient pulse of the snow, a masterpiece of resilience reigning with a guarded peace at the edge of the world. While the large-scale sovereigns compete for the most massive resources, a strategist with a smaller size is displaying its cleverness on the white blanket. The Siberian red fox, known scientifically as Vulpes vulpes, is the master of opportunity and adaptation in the freezing climate of the north. With a biological mass of about 10 kilograms, this majestic being possesses a thick fire-colored coat that contrasts with the architecture of the ice. Its true advantage lies in its triangular ears, acting as high-precision acoustic radars to detect invisible biological heartbeats. It possesses high-resolution hearing, capable of identifying the slight rustle of a small rodent at a distance of 60 meters under the snow surface. The fox stops abruptly, tilting its head with an imposing calm to triangulate the exact position of its next energy source. When identifying the target, it deploys a perfect parabolic trajectory, diving headfirst into the interior of the frozen layer. The impact creates a force of 150 newtons, allowing the animal to pierce the crystal layer to ensure the biological exchange. Despite its technical skill, this inhabitant of the taiga must maintain constant vigilance so as not to become the target of other strategists. The presence of the grey wolf and the Eurasian lynx represents a permanent strategic challenge, where the fox often occupies a position of lower physical power. Its survival depends on a flexible and diverse diet, consuming from invertebrates and wild fruits to small mammals depending on the seasonal cycle. It is an inhabitant that prefers solitude or life in monogamous pairs, establishing territories of 5 square kilometers through chemical signals. It uses its bushy tail as a vital thermal blanket, wrapping its body to keep internal heat when the thermometer drops below zero. As an essential regulator of the ecosystem, its work ensures the biological control over rodent populations and the health of the snow grasslands. The Siberian red fox is the resilient spirit of the north, a masterpiece of evolution reigning with intelligence in the crystal desert. The further we move toward the extreme north, the taiga gradually disappears to give way to the Crystal Empire, where a white giant is dominating the horizon with no cover. The polar bear, known scientifically as Ursus maritimus, is the largest land carnivore on planet Earth and the absolute lord of the Arctic. An adult male can reach a massive weight of 700 kilograms, displaying an authoritative presence that terrifies any inhabitant of the frozen region. Its coat, although appearing white, is actually composed of transparent hairs that help catch solar radiation to warm the black skin hidden under the coat. It possesses a thermal fat layer 10 centimeters thick, a biological armor that allows it to swim in 1 degree Celsius waters without losing its vitality. Its most powerful strategic advantage is an extraordinary sense of smell, capable of identifying the location of a biological energy source from a distance of 30 kilometers. It is a tireless swimmer that can cover 100 kilometers of open ocean continuously, using its front legs as powerful oars. In the desert of ice, the bear uses the tactic of patient waiting near breathing holes, waiting for the exact time for the exchange of life. Its biological longevity depends entirely on the stability of sea ice, the supreme platform for it to access the ocean's resources. However, moving on land represents a severe metabolic challenge, where every meter passed consumes a large amount of energy. This majestic inhabitant prefers a solitary lifestyle, patrolling along the Arctic Ocean coast and northern Siberian islands with an impressive calm. Its diet focuses on acquiring calorie-rich fats, essential to maintain core body temperature during the harshest winter of the biosphere. It possesses short and strong claws designed to create grip on crystal surfaces, ensuring absolute stability in tactical maneuvers. As a keystone species and apex predator, its health is the ultimate barometer indicating the biological integrity of the entire polar ecosystem. The polar bear is proof of supreme resilience, a masterpiece of evolution reigning with elegance amidst the white void of the world. When sunlight returns to the snow-covered cliffs of Siberia, a lord of the sky begins his patrol from dizzying heights. The golden eagle, known scientifically as Aquila chrysaetos, is the embodiment of power and precision in the northern sky. Its strategic advantage lies in high-resolution vision, capable of detecting a biological energy source from a distance of several kilometers. It possesses eyes that act as natural telescopes, allowing it to monitor the pulse of the tundra while soaring on thermal currents. This majestic bird of prey is famous for its ability to perform aerial dives, reaching speeds of 320 kilometers per hour. It possesses massive claws that create a pressure force of 3,000 newtons, ensuring absolute control over the target in just an instant. With a wingspan of 2 meters 30 centimeters, this winged giant masters the planetary space with an invincible elegance. However, its biological efficiency depends on the visibility provided by the open terrain of the steppes and clear mountain slopes. They usually live in monogamous pairs, establishing supreme territories in the most remote and pure mountain regions of the north. They build nests on unreachable rock ledges at an altitude of 1,000 meters, ensuring the safety of their future lineage from intruders. Each aerial maneuver is calculated to preserve internal vigor, optimizing energy exchange in a seasonally scarce environment. Communication between members of the pair reinforces the sacred bond, ensuring success in breeding and the protection of the mineral territory. Its ability to withstand freezing winds and snowstorms is proof of a perfect evolutionary adaptation at the world's boundary. As the supreme regulator of the sky, its presence balances small mammal populations, ensuring biological health for the high mountain ecosystem. The golden eagle is the majestic heartbeat of the peaks, a masterpiece of nature guarding the eternity of the Siberian sky. Under the deep canopy of the Siberian taiga, the red deer navigates through trees hundreds of years old with a supreme elegance. Known scientifically as Cervus elephas, this majestic ungulate is the lord of vitality in the purest forests of the north. During the harshest winter, the entire herd must perform rhythmic movements to identify biological energy sources under the ice. Their diet adapts masterfully to scarcity, consuming dry grass, conifer shoots, and mineral-rich tree bark. An adult individual is a structure of pure muscle, reaching a mass of 250 kilograms with great power. The males display majestic antlers that act as symbols of biological authority and tools of large physical stature. These bone structures can be over 1 meter long, renewed every year in an amazing vitality cycle. They possess a steady acceleration, allowing them to reach speeds of 60 kilometers per hour in the northern forest clearings. Their hearing system is a wonder of precision, picking up the environment's heartbeat from a distance to ensure group safety. However, their physical stature represents a strategic challenge when the snow's thickness exceeds 1 meter on the mountain. The thickness of the white screen makes smooth navigation difficult, increasing the energy consumption needed to maintain internal stability. In these harsh circumstances, the young individuals and the oldest ones show greater fragility before silent observers. Wolf clans and the strategists in the shadows monitor the column, searching for any signs of biological slowness on difficult terrain. Living in coordinated herds is their final shield, allowing multiple senses to simultaneously scan the mineral horizon. They communicate through powerful bellows echoing throughout the valleys, establishing social hierarchies without needing direct physical confrontation. They possess high-resolution peripheral vision, designed to detect subtle movements at the edges of dense vegetation. Before the approach of a threat, the whole group activates a rhythmic retreat toward the lower slopes, where the ground is firmer and safer. As essential plant regulators, their grazing work ensures the dynamic balance of the taiga ecosystem stays healthy. The red deer is the heartbeat of resilience in the forest, a proof of biological elegance before the rules of winter. Protecting their sanctuary's integrity is ensuring the majesty of nature will continue to rule with full power on the roof of the world. Deep in the boreal forests, buried under layers of crystal, a massive silhouette appears that is challenging the silence of winter. The moose, scientific name Alces alces, is the undisputed lord of the lowlands and frozen swamps in Siberia. An adult individual is a massive structure that can reach a height of 2 meters at the shoulder and a weight of 600 kilograms. Its biological advantage lies in the extraordinarily long limbs, designed to navigate through 1 meter thick snow blankets. These legs act as powerful biological battering rams, capable of launching a defensive strike with 10,000 newtons of force. Just a single rhythmic impact is enough to neutralize the intent of any strategist wanting to violate its physical safety. Despite the stature on land, this majestic inhabitant is an exceptional swimmer, able to cross frozen lakes with supreme elegance. It prefers a lifestyle based on solitude or in small family units, patrolling the riverbanks to search for nutrition sources. It needs to take in nearly 20 kilograms of roughage and bark every day to maintain biological vitality in the Siberian climate. However, its massive structure is a strategic challenge, requiring a larger turning radius to maneuver in narrow spaces. Although possessing explosive power, a prolonged effort under a continuous chase can exhaust its internal energy reserves. It navigates calmly through the deep taiga, using high-resolution hearing to monitor the heat heartbeat of the mineral environment. As a landscape architect, its grazing work regulates willow growth and maintains the biological health of the northern wetlands. The moose is proof of resilience amidst the white desert, a masterpiece of nature flowing with a silent authority. Protecting their sanctuary is ensuring the heartbeat of the boreal forest will continue to echo strongly before the relentless passage of time. In the density of bushes covered with frost, a warrior resides who never surrenders before adversity: the Siberian wild boar. Known scientifically as Sus scrofa, this majestic inhabitant is the embodiment of strength and toughness in the taiga. An adult individual possesses a powerful muscular structure that can reach a mass of 200 kilograms. Its most majestic defense tool is the pair of sharp tusks, capable of neutralizing all unfriendly approaches with a supreme precision. This forest warrior displays an extraordinary courage, prioritizing active resistance over retreating before great strategists. They live in coordinated family units, where the group's loyalty ensures the protection of the clan's smallest members. However, their body morphology represents a strategic challenge when the snow blanket is thicker than 50 centimeters. The short limbs make smooth navigation difficult, limiting their agility in regions where the winter is harshest. When sensing a threat, the wild boar activates a defensive counterattack that can create 3,000 newtons of impact force. Its thick and resilient skin acts as a biological armor, allowing it to absorb energy from encounters with an amazing resilience. As an architect of the ground, its digging work renews the mineral soil layer, creating conditions for the germination of new plant life sources. The Siberian wild boar is the forest's iron heartbeat, a proof that steadiness is the sacred rule in wild nature. Under the apparent stillness of the snow blanket, a secret kingdom exists where the pulse of life never stops. The Siberian lemming, known scientifically as Lemmus sibericus, is the tireless biological engine of the polar regions. This tiny giant, weighing exactly 100 grams, is a wonder of evolutionary adaptation amidst the frozen mineral desert. Their true power lies in building underground labyrinths, a network of tunnels running for many kilometers under the ground. In this sanctuary under the snow, the temperature is kept stable at 0 degrees Celsius, while it drops sharply outside. It possesses specialized claws, acting as precise digging tools, allowing it to navigate through the mineral layer skillfully. Its most majestic biological advantage is an extraordinary reproductive ability, ensuring the lineage's endurance over time. A single pair can create thousands of descendants in a season, saturating the ecosystem with an amazing vitality. It deploys a fast metabolism, forcing it to consume nutrients continuously, processing moss and roots every day. However, the moderate physical stature makes it a basic resource for the great strategists of the sky and the ground. Arctic foxes, ermines, and snowy owls monitor every ground vibration, waiting for their biological appearance moment. To mitigate risk, lemmings use high-frequency acoustic signals to warn the whole herd before any unfriendly approach. It is an inhabitant with an unshakable will, ensuring the energy flow toward the higher levels of the ecological pyramid. As a keystone species, its biological prosperity dictates the success of almost all predators residing in the deep tundra. The lemming is proof that biological greatness does not depend on size, but on the non-stop persistence under the sun. Blending into the crystal structure of the Siberian winter, an inhabitant with absolute discretion appears: the mountain hare. Known scientifically as Lepus timidus, this tiny engine of vitality is the basic link maintaining the biological pyramid of the North. Its true power lies in the ability to change colors, wearing a pure white coat to become invisible before observers. It possesses hind limbs with great power, acting as natural springs, allowing it to reach speeds of 60 kilometers per hour. Its feet are wide and densely covered with hair, acting as biological snowshoes to navigate on the frozen layer with absolute lightness. With superior strategic agility, it performs rhythmic maneuvers and immediate direction changes to neutralize the pursuer's path. Its ears, act as high-resolution acoustic radars, picking up the slightest vibration of an unfriendly presence from a distance amidst the thicket. Its lineage's endurance is ensured by an amazing reproductive rate, allowing life to bloom even in cycles with the highest pressure. However, the biological mass of only 5 kilograms makes it the top target for almost all taiga and tundra strategists. From the Eurasian lynx to the snowy owl, the lords of the surrounding environment monitor every track of this small runner to ensure their own vitality. It acts as the great biological energy transport entity, turning mineral-rich vegetation into the vital source maintaining the boreal ecosystem's heartbeat. The mountain hare is the essence of resilience amidst the white desert, a masterpiece of nature reigning with a silent and pure elegance. Beside the taiga, Siberia's frozen currents also contain a survival dance like no other beneath the water's surface. The Pacific salmon, belonging to the genus Oncorhynchus, is the majestic biological engine of the East Siberian river basins. It possesses an extraordinary kinetic endurance, allowing it to navigate thousands of kilometers against the supreme power of fierce currents. Its orientation ability is an evolutionary wonder, returning with meticulous accuracy to the exact mineral stream where it started life. Throughout the journey, its body structure undergoes a color transformation, wearing a crimson tone that shines under the northern sun. It uses the powerful muscular system to push itself over waterfalls, performing jumps that challenge gravity with an extraordinary vitality. A single tail movement creates a force of 100 newtons, allowing it to overcome physical obstacles that seem impassable. However, at the end of the breeding cycle, the biological exhaustion reduces its defensive abilities before the surrounding environment's lords. Large plantigrades and birds of prey establish watchposts, waiting for the vital energy exchange moment. The encounter between the river walker and the land strategist ensures that the ocean's vitality will fertilize the deep forest. It acts as a great nitrogen and phosphorus transport entity, ensuring Siberia's plant structure blooms with superior health. Salmon is the heartbeat connecting the ocean abyss with the snow-covered peaks, a testament to wild nature's eternal resilience. However, standing above all predators, an absolute lord exists determining all life rules in Siberia: winter. The thermometer drops to -50 degrees Celsius, turning the atmosphere into a biological challenge, testing the vitality of even the strongest species. The snow blanket is 1 meter thick, turning the open mineral terrain into a crystal labyrinth, making smooth navigation difficult. Severe nutrient scarcity forces each inhabitant to recalibrate energy consumption to preserve internal system integrity. The taiga's lords activate their thermal structure, changing into thick and white fur, helping to ensure insulation and strategic hiding. Before the ice age, large plantigrades accumulate massive fat reserves to maintain metabolism throughout the biological stillness period. Searching for energy forces, cats and canids to expand territorial boundaries by dozens of square kilometers amidst the frozen vastness. Social structures become more cohesive or more discrete, depending on the availability of resources at mineral shelter areas. Winter acts as a great evolutionary filter, only allowing the purest resilience to ensure the continuation of the Siberian lineage. Siberia, under the snow, is a monument to persistence, where life breathes with an invincible elegance despite the climate's harshness. When putting together each individual story, the complete picture of Siberia appears as a masterpiece of absolute biological interdependence. Herbivores, from the tiny lemming to the 600-kilogram moose, act as the primary processors of plant energy. These species turn nutrients from the mineral soil into the animal vitality needed to maintain the higher levels of the ecosystem. Carnivores take on the role of supreme regulators, ensuring populations are maintained in a dynamic and healthy balance. The presence of the hunting lords ensures genetic vitality by identifying individuals showing biological fragility. Managers of biological remains, like the wolverine, clean the sanctuary by removing elements that could change the environment's chemical stability. The taiga forest is the foundational structure providing thermal shelter and resources for each inhabitant of the extreme north. Energy flow moves from deep roots to the strongest claws, creating an uninterrupted biological existence cycle. This crystal empire's stability depends on the integrity of each link forming the complex life network. Each interaction is a natural engineering lesson, where one species' success is the guarantee for the prosperity of the entire system. Siberia is a living entity breathing with an invincible elegance, where strength lies in all species' absolute harmony. Understanding this existence network is honoring the biological greatness of one of Earth's most resilient and sacred sanctuaries. Siberia's horizon today faces the most majestic challenge before the advance of global climate change. The increase in temperature changes the taiga's thermal balance, altering each supreme inhabitant's life cycle. The melting of the permafrost layer releases ancient organic energy, weakening the stability of the mineral soil that nourishes the deep forest. Seasonal fires in the northern summer fragment plant sanctuaries, narrowing biological navigation routes. Great strategists like the tiger and lynx see their lookout posts threatened before the transformation of the natural landscape. The narrowing of crystal ice platforms makes it difficult to access the vital energy sources of northern lords. Protecting Siberia is preserving one of the last fortresses of Earth's purest and most resilient biodiversity. This frozen empire's balance is the basis for regulating the temperature pulse and health of the entire biosphere. Conservation work is a moral command to ensure the boreal forest's heartbeat is not extinguished before modernization. The fate of large carnivores is closely tied to our ability to respect the autonomy of our frozen ecosystems. Siberia must continue to be the eternal sanctuary of resilience where nature rules with elegance under the Arctic sky. Please subscribe to the channel along with sharing this video to spread the message of respect. Every action helps protect nature's wonderful creation.